the Crazy Days crew. I'm Shelby, and I'm your host on this edition of CDC NEWS Special Report. It's October 31st. That means Halloween. Along with the regular sightings of black and orange decorations, lots of costumes, and bags full of candy, we've had some reports of a strange light, a will-o'-the-wisp, one person calls it. Let's go to our on-site reporter to get the scoop on these strange lights. Nick, what have you got?
Thanks, Shelby. I'm at the local pumpkin patch, where there's lots of talk about a phantom light that moves and bounces around in the night. I'm with a special guest who tells me he has the true story behind these lights. The Devil. So, Mr. Devil, what's the story? Oh, please, no mister. Just call me Dev. Okay, Dev. What's with this light people are talking about? It's Jack. Jack? Jack who? I don't know his real name. I never know the real names of any of my club members. All I see is a bad soul, and that's it. So I just call them all Jack. You know, like Jack of all trades, or like how every soldier is named Joe. I call my people Jack. Long ago, people called the night watchman or gateman Jack of the Lanterns. It was the 17th century in Ireland, I think. I was going around checking on my people, making sure they were on the wrong path. You know what I mean? And this particular guy wanted to get a coffee. I guess he wanted to brag about his badness. He thought it would be funny if I turned into a coin to pay for it and disappear. Steal the coffee. That stingy Jack put me in his pocket instead. It was awful. Well, what did you do? What could I do? That dirty rat put a cross in his pocket along with me. I was stuck. I had to make a deal with him. You know, it's usually the other way around, but he had me dead to rights. So I promised to not bother him or claim his soul for a year. He removed the cross, and I hightailed it down home. Sounds like it was a close call. But I don't understand how this relates to the wispy light floating around. Oh, getting to that point. Anyway, I'm a devil of my word, and a deal is ironclad. So, a year later, I came to check on him. We were both a little hungry, and there was this fruit tree, and the best fruit was too high for Jack to reach. I have no problem with heights, so I go up to the higher branches and started picking the fruits, when that dirty rat carved a cross on the trunk of the tree. You were stuck again? Yep. It was humiliating. This time I had to promise not to bother him or claim his soul for 10 years. To tell you the truth, I was kinda proud of the dude, but I can't have any Jacks or Janes thinking they can pull this stuff with me. So when he died shortly after the tree incident, I didn't claim him. He couldn't get into heaven. Those guys are real sticklers and very discriminatory. So when he came to my house, I couldn't take him. Like I said, ironclad deal. Besides, I really didn't want him taking residence in my house. He's just too conniving. Too much trouble. Might give the other members an idea. Yeah. Or I might lose their fear and respect. I gave him a hot coal and told him to find his own house. He put the hot coal in carved turnip and has been roaming the night ever since. People call him Jack of the Lantern, like the night watchman I was telling you about. I call him persona non grata. I think it's hilarious that you guys carve pumpkins and light them up with candles or other lights. Talk about rubbing salt in the guy's wound. Wish I'd have thought of that. Hey, Dev, can I have my mic back? Oh, sorry, my bad, Anyway, thank you, Dev, for the candid story of the wandering light and the history of our modern tradition, carving jack-o'-lanterns. No problem. And back to you, Shelby, at the CDC News Studio.
What a story! And what a guest! Tell me truthfully, did you have to sell your soul to get that interview?
Not a chance! I don't want those pearly gates close to me.
And I think that is a good idea. Thank you, Nick. Well, that's all the time we have. Be sure to like and subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified when we post new videos. You can also find us at Crazy Days Crew on Facebook and cdcrew.com. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you'll join us again soon. What is that?
It's a stinking Jack again! That dirty rat!